Hello everybody, Marlene here. I'm back today to take you to one of my favorite little antique stores. I haven't been here in a while, and she sources lots, so there should be quite a few new items here to see. I will take you along and show you everything I'm looking at. I'll try to show you prices. And throughout the video, I will show you what I picked up and how I placed it or used it in my home. You'll see here in a minute, the name of this store is The Lace Bonnet. It's located outside of a little town called Eganville in Ontario. They have a few items outside the store and they have them priced. And if you want something, you just grab it and take it in the store to pay for it. And also attached to the store, they have this one room. Nobody's in here. It's not monitored. It's all on the honor system. So you can wander through here and have a look around. There are some antique items as well as some vintage items in here. Some of them have prices and some of them don't. If they don't have a price, you just take it in and you either offer a price for it or they'll tell you a price of what they're wanting for the item. They are willing to make deals as well. You don't necessarily have to pay the price that's on them, although I find her prices are very, very fair. So as we wander around here, I will show you various items, and as I said, I will try and post the prices wherever I can. I really like this galvanized can with the red lid and the red handle. And if it had been any less than $20, I would have picked that up for sure. And I thought these little salt and pepper shakers, they were the kissing variety. I thought they might have been made in Japan, but it just said patent pending on them. And because it's dark in here, it might be difficult to tell, but this is just a bucket of old tools. Then I show you this canister set. It was a set of 3 for $15. I thought that was a good deal. I didn't open it to see the condition, but it reminded me of my grandmother who had this set. And then on this wall, these faces are string holders. You put the string through the mouth, and your string was stored in the back, and whenever you needed a piece of string, you just pulled on it and cut it off. I thought these might be ice picks. That's why I was pulling them out to look at them. But they weren't. They were some kind of old file. Small ones, but they were files, as in tools. This painting intrigued me. It looked like the style of Maud Lewis, who's a Canadian painter, but I was trying to get close enough to see the signature and it said P. Fisher. Still, I thought it was very well done, and for $18, I thought that was a good price. I also thought $8 for this red-handled rolling pin was a good deal. And this brass item, it looked like a grinder of some kind, but I'm not sure. Was it a pepper grinder? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. I was trying to see if these little spoons were sterling silver, but they actually said sterling plate on them. But the case looked quite old. This little red chair had a hole in it, and this little washstand bowl fit right into it. I'm not sure if that was purposely done that way, if this was antique or vintage, but quite the idea. You'd have had to bend over quite a ways to be able to wash your hands. These eggs were quite heavy. They were made from some kind of stone, and $5 each was a reasonable price. And then over here, there is another set of these hugging or kissing salt and pepper shakers. And I still couldn't find a maker's mark on them, but typically these are made in Japan. And they were in great shape. No chips or cracks or anything on them. And then I was checking this bowl. It looked like treasure craft maybe, but it said Santa's Village, Jefferson, New Hampshire. And now I'm about to go into the store itself. There is 2 rooms to this store, 3 actually, but the back room is where the owners do their work and they price items, and they also have their cash back there. So it's closed to the public, but you're allowed to wander around and look through the 2 rooms, and they are just full of stuff. Your eye never knows where to go to first. They also have some beautiful furniture throughout the store here. They only use it to display items, but you are allowed to look in all the drawers and the doors because they have stuff inside everywhere. None of the furniture is for sale. They're very unique pieces and very nice to see. I don't know the age of them, but they are antiques, most of them. This figurine was a Royal Dalton figurine, part of the Classics collection, and the name on it was Melissa. And then I spotted something in the back of all these items. It was well hidden, but I could tell by the color of it that I was pretty sure it was a piece of Wade pottery, and I do collect Wade. So you'll see in my haul later that I did pick up this piece. You'll see here in the back of the shelf a red transferware platter. I really wanted this platter and I meant to get it, but I wasn't comfortable reaching for it myself. I was afraid I'd break something. So I wanted to ask the store owner if he could lift it down for me, and then I completely forgot. A butter mold.
Butter mold? Okay.
Yeah. Here I am checking out this dough bowl. I've always wanted one of these, and I was trying to figure out whether this was authentically old or if it was a reproduction. It was hard to tell, even looking at the bottom of it, but I'm pretty sure for $35 it had to be a reproduction. And now I'm about to go into the second room where they have even more stuff. Here I was looking at these little Kewpies, and I turned around, I was checking for a price. He had some writing there, but there was no price. And then I really liked these tin types that were up on the shelf. She actually had these three and one on the bottom shelf. They were all priced at $25 each. Very unique items. And now you're going to see she had a lot of crockery and pottery jugs. She had, I think, 3 or 4 shelves worth in all sizes. And I will show you some of the prices on a couple of the bigger ones and the small ones. They were all priced similarly depending on the size. Some of them had a maker's mark, but a lot of them didn't. I couldn't afford to buy very many of these, but I did pick up a couple of the smaller ones, and you'll see that in my haul. I love butter molds too, and I wish I could have grabbed that one. I did, however, pick up this little tamper. Here you'll see I backed up to give you a view of this piece of furniture. The legs and the feet on this were phenomenal. Huge claw feet. I'm not sure what that piece of furniture would have been. It did have 4 legs. It wasn't a desk. I'm not sure what it was used for. Maybe a style of sofa table, but it seemed kind of big and chunky for that. On top of these shelves was this antique doctor's bag. I couldn't reach it, or else I would have got it down and opened it up to show you. It definitely had some age on it. Here I was showing you these horse sleigh bells. They were huge. They had to be 6 or 7 feet long. And they all were there. And I think that price of $75 was a pretty phenomenal price, all things considered, considering the age, I guess. And this little set of restaurant ware was nice. It was green transferware. They were very heavy, and they said on the bottom they were Shenango China, made in Newcastle, USA. I like these little Crocs. Usually I see them in a dark brown color. This is probably the first time I've seen them in this off-white color. And for $8, I thought that was a reasonable price. Often I see them anywhere from $10 to $20. And then in the back, there was another butter mold, and I missed that. I didn't check for that. So next time I go back, I'll have to see if that's still there. And now we're moving on to the haul portion of my video. I went to one of my favorite antique stores. It's close to me. It's in a little town called Eganville. And these items were my Mother's Day gift to me. So I'll start with this one. This is just a shaving mug and a shaving brush. Not sure if this is Bakelite, but it sure looks like it. My dad used to use these all the time I was growing up. This is what he shaved with, and a straight razor. So that brought back a lot of memories. Then I found a couple of more tampers. This small one. And this larger one. It's about a foot tall. I will insert pictures throughout to show you where I styled the items throughout my home. I got this little crock with a lid. Really cute. No chips or cracks. It does have a paint discoloration there, but otherwise in very good shape. And a little creamer, crockery creamer. What does it say here? Something ware, USA. I can't make it out. Nice little creamer. Nice heavy ironstone. And another little jug. This one too is not very big. I keep being attracted to all these little jugs. Then I picked up one of these redware cups to add to my collection. I'll insert a picture of my red and white enamelware. This item I picked up, I'm not sure what it is, whether it's part of a mortar and pestle, I don't know. This does not have threads inside it, so nothing screws in there, but maybe it had a handle just pounded in there. I'm not sure. It's quite heavy, obviously very old. This part is very worn. I just thought it was really unique, so I picked that up. I got another little bell for my collection. I already have a couple of bells. I think it's brass, lots of patina on it. And this bell, this is a teacher's bell or a postmistress bell or a hotel bell. These were quite common back in the day when you wanted to get someone's attention. So I picked that up as well. Then I got another piece of Wade pottery. Well, this one's made in England, Wade porcelain. This is part of a set. It's the Noah's Ark set, and this is the Ark. I do have quite a few of the figurines that go with this set, but I never could find the Ark, so I'm quite happy to get that piece. I also collect red transferware, and look at this beauty. Very nice jug, no chips or cracks, in really good condition. Great pictures all the way around it. I just love it. And it says Mason's Patent Ironstone China made in England. So I thought that was rather lovely. Then to add to my copper collection, I got this little, it almost looks like a coal bucket, but it's quite small. I'm not sure what it would have been used for. Brass handle with wood in the middle and copper. No markings on it, lots of patina. I also got this butter mold, really nice little size. It's got a pineapple or a palm tree on the bottom side of it, which I've never seen before. That's kind of unique. Obviously old. And I got this galvanized metal pail. It's got two handles on it and a spout at the bottom. Perfect for a watering can, actually. And it's a nice size. So I'm probably going to actually use this as long as it doesn't have any holes in it and it doesn't look like it does. I might just style it outside with my other galvanized pails. We'll see. And then my last, most precious item is this set of scales. Push it back where you can see it. Vintage. This will go in my collection. I just love it. So all together, all those items were $176 if I remember correctly. Her prices are really, really good. And that's my haul for the day. I hope you enjoyed looking at all of my items, and I thank you for watching my video.